Welcome to the transport layer. It might seem funny that saying like this is a video about the transport layer, but it actually is, because we were going to talk about the most well-known protocols at the transport layer, which means TCP and UDP. TCP stands for Transfer Control Protocol, and UDP stands for User Datagram Protocol. Both of them sit at OSI layer 4, which is the transport layer, and also you have the same name in TCP IP model. Now, depending on the value that is found in the protocol field in the IP header, if we will have a value of 17, it means that we will have a UDP header at the transport layer, or if the value will be of 6, that means we will have a TCP header. It might seem weird, but we will start with UDP header. It's less complex compared to TCP header. As you see here, we have only 4 fields. Every field is 2 bytes long or 16 bits. And UDP, it is connectionless. Connectionless, as we talked before in IP header, it means that it doesn't actually build a connection from the client to the server. The first field is the source port number, and it is optional in IPv4 and IPv6. It identifies the sender's port, and it should be the port that the server will reply to the host. If this is not used, then all the bits over here should be set to 0. The second field, UDP destination port number, it will identify the receiver's port, and it's mandatory to have it. If the destination host will be a server in a client-to-server communication, the port number is likely to be a well port number. The third field specifies the length in bytes of the UDP header and the UDP data. The minimum length is 8 bytes, and the maximum in theory should be 65,535 bytes for a UDP datagram. However, the maximum limit for the data length, which is imposed by the underlying IPv4 protocol, is 65,507 bytes. In IPv6, we can have jumbograms, which is possible to have UDP packets of a size that is greater than 65,535 bytes, and in that case the length field will be set to 0. The last field is the UDP checksum. This field is optional in IPv4 but mandatory in IPv6, and can be used for error checking of the header and the data. If all the bits are set to 0, it means that it's not used in IPv4.